trust me.
Never trust an elf. Pointy-eared backstabbers.
What news do you bring from the upper city? Have the traitors been dealt with? Damn. Montclair's Argonian is as crazy as an outhouse skeever. His soldiers kidnapped a few nobles, grabbed them in broad daylight. Probably hopes to use them as insurance against us. But he must realize that I never negotiate with terrorists. Then we have to act fast. Go to the Muse and free Lady Aurene Tamrith, Nethan Albergama, and Sir Estienne Gillen. If you can take out Rizal Jewel along the way, all the better. In the meantime, we'll mobilize the Shornhelm Guard and retake the upper city.
This Rizal Jewel seized nobles. Such brazen acts must not be tolerated, Baron.
Indeed. It is time to act, Countess. No more talk. No more debate.
How can we walk in the light if we leave innocent townsfolk to languish? Wait, are you agreeing with me?
Don't look so shocked, Isolde. It was bound to happen eventually. Our friend will go to the Muse to free the hostages and stop the reinforcements while we assault the upper city. A two-pronged approach.
Well, all right then. Baron, if you would, give the command and rally the Shornhelm Guard.
It will be my pleasure. It's time to show those Montclair cowards what it means to betray the people of Rivenspire.
One moment, friend. I may know something about the Fevered Muse. The Fevered Muse. I haven't thought about that place since I was a child. It's a ravine beyond the upper city. It's been sealed off for years. They used to send the ill and infirm there. Those afflicted with the plague, Khajiit fever, Argonian leprosy, things like that. But that was a long time ago. It's a dank old place. Oh, I remember now. The sewers! You can sneak through the old sewer tunnel. It leads to right near the entrance of the Fevered Muse. The ravine is riddled with small caves, as I recall. There's an even older section, an ancient ruin. If this Argonian is using a portal to bring reinforcements into the city, I suspect those ruins would make a proper staging ground.
Not so fast, my friend. You don't have to deal with this on your own. I assume you have come to rescue the nobles and stop Montclair's reinforcements. But if Rosal Jewel is here, you shouldn't have to face him alone. I'm not without resources of my own. When I discovered that Montclair had left the city and heard that the nobles had been taken captive, it wasn't difficult to ferret out the mad Argonian's hiding place. I have loyal associates. Let's leave it at that for the time being. Suffice to say, we have nothing but Rivenspire's best interests at heart. Now, let's go rescue those nobles. The Argonian? He has been at Montclair's side for a long time. He is a skilled warrior and an alchemist. I believe he may also have darker interests, including necromancy. Understand this. Rosal Jewel is powerful and not quite sane.
We should throw dice for gold. Interested?
I prayed that I wouldn't be left to that lizard's torture. They poked and prodded me. I'm of House Tamrith. How dare they?
I always forgive my enemies, but I will remember their names.
That horrible Argonian, Rosal Jewel, said he would turn me into a powerful creature. Why would I want that? Thank you so much for coming to my...
I knew Father would send someone for me. He's the ambassador from Alakir. Did I mention that? in
I
general,
suspect that
Rivenspire attacked the nobles of Shornhelm. This is an
along with his
outrage.
portal. We need to stop him. Reinforcements. I'm surprised Baron Dorel didn't accompany you here. He's never been one to shy away from getting his hands bloody in defense of house and country. Shornhelm's stability affects all of Rivenspire. If Montclair and his allies take over the city, I fear all of Rivenspire would soon fall. And then they would look beyond our borders. He's always fancied himself the true heir to Rance's throne. I usually leave politics to the other nobles. I prefer to deal quietly with more unusual problems. As for the why of things, call it an obligation. But now is not the time to discuss the past.
No time to deal with these fools. Kill them all.
Feel the magic. Feel the magic. There's a portal close by. We need to close it before we're overrun by more Montclair soldiers. I should be able to close the portal. It won't take me more than a few seconds. There! That should keep them out. Shornhelm will be safe now. In the meantime, seek out the High King. With the portal closed, we stopped Jewel from sneaking more Montclair troops into the city. It's frustrating, though, that Jewel slipped away. That Argonian is sly and cowardly. No. And that's what worries me. He must be tracked down and dealt with. Swiftly. Thanks to your efforts, though, Montclair's plan to take control of Shornhelm has been stopped. You should inform High King Emmerich and the other nobles. According to my sources, he was close before I entered the Mews. I have no doubt that the Shornhelm Guard has reclaimed the upper city. I assume Dorel, Tamrith, and the High King are even now in Shornhelm Castle. Give Emmerich my regards.
I was just about to go in after you. Thought maybe you were stuck in a cage or something. Bunch of whiners, Montclair's troops. The moment we really pushed back, they broke off and demanded we accept their surrender. Dorel wants to execute the lot of them, but the Countess wants to consult with the High King. Too soft-hearted she is. Wanted to let you know that High King Emmerich has arrived. He's in Shornhelm Castle with the Baron and the Countess. Me? I think I might leave when this is all over. Join the Fighters Guild. See the world. Certainly could use the change.
Well?
Here we have the savior of Shornhelm, I presume. You should know that Baron Dorel and Countess Tamrith have been quite generous in their praise of you. I trust you were able to close this portal Montclair was using to bring in reinforcements? I'm not surprised. Verandis and I go back many years. He has a habit of making people nervous, but I've been trying to reassure Baron Dorel and Countess Tamrith he is loyal to the people of Rivenspire. Did you also defeat this Rizal Jewel? Then I suppose we'll have to track him down, he and Montclair both. I fear Montclair's ambitions may be far greater than simply conquering all of Rivenspire. It's better we stop him now. Thanks to you, we have an excellent start here in Shornhelm, and I will devote my resources to fortifying the city as quickly as possible. We're secure here now, and we have to ensure it remains that way. Shornhelm may be secure, but reports from other parts of the kingdom suggest Montclair is stirring up trouble everywhere. Countess Tamrith and Baron Dorel will each take a detachment of the Shornhelm Guard and go investigate these reports. As you might have guessed, I'm thinking you are best suited for tracking down Rizal Jewel and making sure he doesn't go opening any more portals into Shornhelm. Did Verandis perhaps mention any suspicions of where this rat may have scurried off to? Then I suggest you join him. Knowing Verandis, he's returned to Ravenwatch Castle to study whatever evidence he may have found. You'll find it west of the city near the town of Crestshade. I'm counting on the two of you to stop Rizal Jewel, and soon. I should warn you, Ravenwatch Castle is as strange as the man who owns it. His family is very old and they have strange traditions. Don't worry, though. I have no doubt about the fact that he's on our side. You may rely on anything he says. Of course, I'm a veritable treasure trove of useless information, and I love to share. I've known Count Ravenwatch since I was a boy. My father even sent me to study with him for a time. House Ravenwatch is one of the oldest noble houses of Rivenspire. Quite a legacy, and Verandis carries it well. Well, if you must know, he's part of the reason I'm wearing this crown. When I first proposed to form the Covenant, many people opposed me. Verandis, however, without any urging, supported my plans and helped sway opinions in my favor. I think he did it because he was tired of bloodshed, and he knew he could trust me to always work toward peace. If I can end this conflict and restore it here, I will consider my debt to Verandis paid in full. As long as it takes. I knew that having the noble houses share the throne wouldn't last. I should have chosen one of them to rule years ago. To be honest, I feel I'm partly to blame for all of this, and it's my duty to be here and see it resolved. The last time I brought an army to Rivenspire, it was to put an end to Rance's war. That isn't a memory I want to reawaken in this region. Besides, it will be better for all concerned if Rivenspire resolves its own problems. Rumors and wild tales, for the most part. We did receive a dispatch from a Captain Janavi. Apparently something occurred in the town of Crestshade. Something devastating enough to require the captain to set up a camp for refugees. Very little. It's a small town at the foot of the Western Mountains. Since you're heading in that direction to see Verandis, perhaps you can look in on Crestshade. I'd be grateful if you can determine what actually happened out there.
What is it?
No matter the troubles assaulting our fair city, my vault stands strong. You may bank with me in complete confidence. Your personal items will be perfectly safe within our secure facility.
Cursed, I tell you. Cursed! The only safe place is inside this tavern. It's the ale, you know. Fortified for our protection.
Well met. Welcome to the Dead Wolf Inn. Not the most flattering name, I know, but at least you needn't worry about being mauled, right? Because the wolf is dead, you see. Oh, dear, that sounds awful. Let's just start over. How can I help you?
What is it? Why can't you leave a poor man to his sorrows? Once I was the master of a vast enterprise, brokering deals, trading goods. Now I'm nothing but another destitute drunk. Face those vampires? And you know who suffers? My daughter, that's who. Well, she's outside fetching water. Oh, she's a smart young woman. And I've brought her down with me and all my talk of vampires. What kind of father am I? Pardon me, but I need another drink. Have everything to do with it. Oh, they may have looked like Montclair ruffians when they trashed my cart and took everything I had. But make no mistake, they were vampires among their ranks. Now, my daughter, I have nothing. Nothing!
Sometimes I feel that my succulent morsels are wasted on this clientele. Perhaps the High King and his court will let me cook for them while they're in town.
All this fighting between the nobles? It makes no difference to us common folk. I don't care a cup of bitter wine who ends up ruling Rivenspire. Speaking of wine, I may have a bottle or two, if you're interested.
She'll come back. She has to. You? What are you doing here? Forget it. I know we've had our differences in the past, but I need your help. It's Colleen. She's missing. She was supposed to meet me back here hours ago, and, well, it's been too long. I think something's happened to her. No. I know something's happened. We're tracking a spy, Naruk. He worked for King Faharjad until he turned on the Covenant. Now he's inciting war. Colleen left to meet Sigil, a contact with info on Naruk. They were to meet outside town off the road. She hasn't come back. I appreciate your help, but don't think this changes anything. We're working together for the good of the Covenant. That's it! Colleen is. I'm working for her. King Faharajad asked Colleen to come after Naruk personally. He trusts her. We don't want anyone finding out one of the King's spies has gone rogue. She's still sailing. Master Kassan is at the helm while we're away. We've done so well against the Dominion that there's rumors King Faharajad's going to promote Colleen soon. I hope so. She deserves it. She's done nothing but good for the Covenant. He's a spy. Or he was until King Faharajad joined the Covenant. The King recalled his spies to Sentinel. Naruk refused. He's founded his own group, the Children of Yokuda. They think the Redguard should rule Bretons and Orcs, not ally with them. I buried my brothers. I didn't have enough for graves, but Colleen helped me. She knows what it means to sacrifice for the Covenant. I don't want to talk about it.
Come to wet your whistle?
Take caution, fragile mortal. You stand before the great Incendion, master of the White Flame, bearer of the Burning Heart, kinlord of ancient Sunhold. I could incinerate you with an intake of my breath. And I have very important work to do. You don't listen very well. Were you not undaunted, you'd be a pile of ash right now. If you must know, I've come to Rivenspire in search of the Crypt of Hearts, a once great school of magic. Now it is cursed. If you find it before me, I hope you die there.
Please, don't walk away. Don't ignore me. I really need your help. This blasted war has been devastating to us common folk. Can you spare a few pieces of gold for a poor beggar?
Oh, good. Someone new. I was worried that business would be slow, what with the rumors of war and vampires and all. Feel free to look around and don't hesitate to let me know if you need any help.